And welcome back to RUW Decimation. I am your commentator for the evening, Alex Black, and tonight we have 5 matches in store for you. And we kick off this episode of Decimation by bringing you Daniel Hayes versus the United States. Pure athleticism we are about to witness. And the final 2 matches of the evening will be the semifinals of the RUW World Tag Team Championship tournament. In the finals later tonight. But tonight, we kick things off with the United States Champion in action against Daniel Hayes. And now making his way down to the ring with his moonshine in hand, the redneck Daniel Hayes. Daniel, for the past 2 to prove himself and make a mark here in RUW. And tonight he has a chance to prove that as he battles the United States Heavyweight Champion, King Vampire, his very own. And here he is, the RUW United States Champion, a man who is just pure passion, energy, and athleticism whenever he steps in between those ropes. We are on the road to RUW Bloodshed, which should be happening within the next couple of up. King Vampire just aggressively sending Daniel Hayes into the corner, now face first off the top turnbuckle. And now King Vampire just driving that shoulder into the midsection. The United States Champion in firm control of this match. This is a non-title match. Keep that in mind. No championship on the line here. What a springboard moonsault. Now King Vampire. Vampire was looking for the elbow, but Daniel Hayes got out of the way. And now Daniel is taking advantage of that. Cover. But only the count of 1 for Daniel Hayes in the early goings of this one-on-one match as he drops the elbow on the kidneys of King Vampire. And now Daniel Hayes pinning the right arm of King Vampire down and out, now just stomping away. Stomping away at the hand. And now Daniel, for the 3rd time in a row, he's just looking to incapacitate the hand of King Vampire here. He could just be trying to break those fingers. Again stomping away. King Vampire might not even have a hand left when this match is said and done. Daniel Hayes with a leapfrog. Oh, was looking for a back elbow. King Vampire had it evaded. And now what athleticism into the DDT. Cover here. But only the count of 1. Oh, Daniel Hayes moved out of the way from the clothesline. And now sending King Vampire into the corner. Oh, but King Vampire answering back. Nobody got caught by Daniel Hayes, who delivers a back suplex. These two just back and forth. Daniel Hayes, though, in firm control of this match at the moment, just beating the living hell out of King Vampire. that right hand. Like I said, King Vampire may not even have a hand left when this is said and done. The amount of times it's been stomped. I'm surprised he's still able to use it. King Vampire with an impressive arm drag and a standing shooting star connects. No, only the count of one. Daniel Hayes rolling out, trying to catch a breather. Oh, but King Vampire just crashed and burned. Daniel Hayes made it back in the ring at the last second, and that caused King Vampire to hit nothing but mat outside on the floor. That can't be a good landing. Oh, I think Daniel Hayes was looking for a power slam, but King Vampire locking in the Koji clutch. Oh, but just like that, Daniel Hayes drops the double axe handle on the back of King Vampire. But King Vampire answering back, sending Daniel Hayes shoulder first into the mat. And now delivering the trouble in paradise. Cover. No, only has some fight left in him. Oh, was looking for Starship Pain, but he miscalculated. Daniel Hayes was just a little too far away. Oh my God, what a springboard corkscrew. And now King Vampire connecting the Northern Lights suplex onto Daniel Hayes. The King Vampire, oh my God, what a roundhouse kick to the face. May have just knocked out Daniel Hayes. And now King Vampire from the top rope. No, was again looking for the elbow. But Daniel Hayes moved out of the way yet again. King Vampire, though, with an Irish whip. And sending Daniel Hayes down with a flapjack. What height. And still only the count of two for the United States champion. Oh, but King Vampire yet again is going to apply the Koji clutch. Daniel Hayes regaining offense in this match. Now Daniel Hayes, repeated shots to the face of King Vampire and a stomp to the midsection. King Vampire, though, making it back to his feet. But Daniel Hayes with repeated strikes, delivering an uppercut, trying to knock his chin off of his face. But only the count of one. And a stomp to the right elbow of King Vampire. He's just trying to incapacitate that right arm. I'm surprised that right hand is even usable. Busted open. You can see the blood running down the forehead. And now Daniel Hayes is just going to scrape his elbow up against the face of King Vampire. But again, King Vampire answering back. This is just a back and forth opening contest we're witnessing here. King Vampire sends Daniel Hayes down with a brain buster. Now Daniel Hayes going to pull himself up, using the ropes for leverage. King Vampire sending Daniel Hayes down with a neck breaker, using the ropes as assist. And King Vampire ascending up to the top rope. Daniel Hayes, though, back to his feet, but he still gets taken down with a double axe handle. Now King Vampire with a second trouble in paradise connecting in this match. But it's still not enough to defeat Daniel Hayes. Daniel Hayes has got a lot of fight in him, I'll give him that. King Vampire. Splash, but again he miscalculates. And now King Vampire with a combination of strikes takes down Daniel Hayes. King Vampire ascending up to the top rope, just measuring Daniel Hayes here as he finally connects the elbow drop and the cover. And King Vampire picks up the one-on-one victory over Daniel Hayes. And what a win that was for our United States champion. Blood running down his face. But he was able to pull out the victory over Daniel Hayes here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, what an interesting matchup we are about to witness up next. As the former RUW World Heavyweight Champion Lucy will be in action against the former United States Champion JT. Both these men lost their championships. Actually, no, JT lost his championship at No Mercy. Lucy lost his championship to some shenanigans. I know I bring it up every single time, but just go back and watch Viewer Discretion Advised if you don't know what I'm talking about. Alexander Kelly and Alexander Kelly and James Taylor had some tricks up their sleeve, and they will be competing in the main event tonight. So, yeah. But Lucy will battle JT in the second match of Decimation, coming up in just a moment. And the white fog surrounds the place. Always an eerie feeling whenever Lucy enters the arena. And here he is, the former RUW World Heavyweight Champion, Lucy. Making his way down to the ring, he will battle the former United States Champion, JT. Lucy always ready for competition. Could be looking to knock JT out with that patented elbow of his, which he is now calling the fallen angel. But now JT making his way down to the ring, hoping to teach Lucy a lesson. Both of these men really, really good at what they do. Lucy is more of the brawler type. JT is more of a high flyer. And Lucy out of the gate with a single-legged drop kick onto JT. Now Irish whip sends JT into the corner. And now Lucy just stomping a mud hole here. And now hand around the throat. He's choking him. Get in there, ref. That's an illegal maneuver. But Lucy doesn't care. Just whatever it takes to get the job done in a wrestling match. He miscalculated that springboard senton. He hit nothing but canvas. And Lucy with a knee to the face. And now look at him, just feeding off the energy from this crowd in attendance. Now Lucy with a DDT. Now Lucy just measuring JT here. Connects the knee to the face and a clothesline. Takes him down. JT is dazed. He is stunned as Lucy yet again connects the combination. JT rolling out, trying to catch a breather. Lucy, though, on the top rope, delivers a double axe handle, but JT had it scouted as he countered with a shot to the midsection. And now these two just back and forth on the outside here. Lucy, schoolboy, and a super kick to the face. And JT is busted open here as Lucy's still in firm control of this match on the outside of the ring. The official at a count of 3. Face of JT as he is sent face first into the canvas. And the cover. No, only the count of 1 for Lucy. Now Lucy dribbling the head of JT off the canvas, and you can see the blood dripping onto said canvas from the head of JT as Lucy delivers a frog splash from the top rope. I just pinned this man. I don't know how much JT has left, but the blood is dripping on the canvas. JT hasn't even gotten a chance to breathe. Oh, but I spoke too soon. JT fighting back. Just look at his calling for him to make it back to his feet. Now JT, in firm control of this match, connects the chop block. Oh, JT was looking for a super kick. Lucy had it scouted. Now sending JT face first off the mats outside, but JT regaining control. The official at a count of 7. Lucy needs to hurry up and get back in there, and thankfully he does. And JT just telling him to bring it. And Lucy's gonna do just that. Irish whip and a knee to the midsection. And now Lucy with a kick right to the spine of JT. And that is enough. Lucy picking up the victory over JT. An impressive victory. He busted JT open, allowing the blood to profusely run down his face. And you could see the blood drops on the canvas. Lucy with a dominating victory over the former United States champion, JT. The second match of Decimation in the books. What a win for this man. Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, the third match of Decimation. As Judas will be in action against Swamp Man. Now these two at RUW Cupid's Havoc, these two were both a part of the RUW Internet Championship triple threat match to crown the first Internet champion, but ultimately Chris Nitro prevailed and became the first Internet champion. And Chris Nitro will be in action in the next match. But Judas and Swamp Man do have a little bit of history, and they will go at it in the third match of Decimation. Judas. Look at him. Whip on Judas. And now Swamp Man with an uppercut to Judas in the corner. Now Swamp Man already looking to end this match early, but only the count of one. Now Swamp Man has a hold of Judas, and he's got him in the corner. And now Swamp Man is just raking the forehead of Judas. Ropes are very rough. And now just sends Judas over the top rope and to the outside. And now Swamp Man, he's got a chance to breathe here. Now Swamp Man got a head case. Both these men very close to my announce table, as you can see. And now Swamp Man sending Judas back inside the ring. And Swamp Man just feeding off the energy. And now going up top and connecting the elbow drop right to the back of Judas. And another elbow to the back. And now Swamp Man. Judas busted open, and Swamp Man is targeting the left leg. Judas hasn't gotten a single bit of offense in this match, but again, I spoke too soon. Judas with a snap suplex. Now Judas, Irish whip, and a knee right to the chest of Swamp Man there. And now Judas just stomping away. And now Judas with a springboard moonsault. What athleticism. A man of his size shouldn't be able to do that. But only the count of one for Judas. And now Swamp Man's up against the ropes. Judas sends him to the outside. And now Judas could be looking to fly here. Drop kick through the ropes. And now Judas fired up. Now Judas, repeated strikes to Swamp Man on the outside. Northern Light suplex connects. But Swamp Man right back up. Oh, but he just caught a black mass kick to the face. But just like that, Swamp Man answering back. And now Swamp Man sending Judas back inside the ring. And Swamp Man stepping back in as well. Judas, though, with an Irish whip. Oh, was looking for the spear. Swamp Man evaded it. And now Swamp Man with repeated clotheslines. Oh, Judas looked for a clothesline of his own, but Swamp Man had it scouted and connecting the power slam. But only the count of two for Swamp Man. Now Swamp Man, the Irish whip, he's got Judas in the corner. And now Swamp Man with a scoop slam connecting on Judas. Now Swamp Man up on the middle rope. And now Swamp Man, oh no, was looking for that elbow. Judas had it scouted and the cover. No, only the count of two. And now Judas with another springboard moonsault connecting onto Swamp Man. Now Judas is on the apron. He's posing for the crowd. Oh. Judas has got Swamp Man up. Feast Your Eyes connects. And the cover. No. Somehow Swamp Man is still in this match. Feast Your Eyes wasn't enough. And you can hear the crowd chanting "Fight Forever." What a match this has been. Oh, Swamp Man just connecting a clothesline there. And now Swamp Man, Irish whip. Oh, but Judas answering back, delivers kicks to the leg of Swamp Man. And now Judas with an Irish whip of his own. He just cannot connect that spear. If I were Judas, I wouldn't even think about the Irish whip. I'd just go for it. I would just run at Swamp Man and just go for it. Forget about the Irish whip. Judas. Oh, never mind. Swamp Man turning things around and delivers yet another uppercut in the corner. And now Swamp Man is just stomping away on Judas in the corner. Oh my God. Now Judas pulling himself up, using the ropes for leverage. Oh, Swamp Man backing up. And Swamp Man delivers a clothesline to Judas and sends him tumbling to the outside. And that's where these two want to bring the action. Swamp Man with a knee drop right to the face of Judas. Oh, but Judas right back up. But Swamp Man with the Luthez press and now repeated shots to the face. And Swamp Man posing up a storm here and dropping the elbow on the back. Now Swamp Man, double axe handle to the back of Judas. Swamp Man in front control of this match as he sends Judas right into the steel steps. The official at a count of 5. He's already halfway done with his 10 count. Swamp Man is on the top rope, waiting for Judas to make it back to his feet. What is he thinking? Oh no! He caught the steel steps, but Swamp Man connects the X Factor on the outside. I don't think that was such a smart strategy, though. He's got to get him in the ring to pin him. This is not a Falls Count Anywhere match, hence why the official is counting. Swamp Man stepping back inside the ring. Official at a count of 4. Judas slowly making it back to his feet. Swamp Man again exits the ring. Oh, he was looking for a super kick. And now both these men finally back inside the ring. Judas answering back. Now Judas with a springboard forearm. Now Judas with a clothesline on the Swamp Man and another one. Judas fired up, tripping the legs. And the cover. No, again, only the count of 2 for Judas. And Judas on the heavy attack. And now Judas, Irish whip. And the Superman punch connects. And the cover. And that is it. Judas figured, all right, since Swamp Man keeps evading the spear, I'll just hit the punch. He won't see that coming. And he did not. And Judas picks up an impressive victory over Swamp Man as a result of that devastating Superman punch. The blood running down the face of Judas. The paint kind of faded away a little bit. But Judas picks up the victory in the 3rd match of Decimation. But ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned at the start of the show, the final 2 matches are the semifinals of the RUW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. So we're gonna head into that. The first match of the semifinals, the men, Chris Nitro and Lumberjack, will battle Vibe, the Spartan Brandon Collins, and the man simply better than the rest, Aaron Matthews. These two advanced last week in the opening rounds of the RUW World Tag Team Championship Tournament, and they will collide in the semifinals. Who will advance to the finals? What a tag team match of just pure athleticism we are about to witness. Now, if we remember what happened last week, when Brandon Collins and Aaron Matthews were in a tag team match against Chris Danger and Tyler Breeze, the first time it ended on a double count out, which I thought was kind of bullshit. I thought Danger made it back in the ring on time. I thought Danger and Tyler Breeze advanced, but we were wrong. The general manager, Alexander, replayed the footage before the rematch, and he said, hey, he replayed the footage in slow motion. He said, hey, Danger didn't make it back in on time. We got to run this back. And Aaron Matthews and Brandon Collins, I'm happy for them. Chris Nitro. And you know you're doing something right if you hold two champions in this business. The first person to ever do that was the Demon back in season 1. It was the RUW Demonic and RUW Heavyweight Champion. He was the first ever double champion. And Chris makes the second ever double champion. And here, man, let me tell you, you are in for a treat. The athleticism in this man right here is just something else, man. You can hear the crowd in attendance firmly on the side of the Spartan Brandon Collins. They know who this man is. And now Brandon's tag team partner for the evening and his tag team partner, if you want to put it that way, Matthews. A man who claims to be simply better than the rest. Simply Better AM, Aaron Matthews. Respective teams. Now Lumberjack with a swinging forehead. And now already tagging out to Chris Nitro, who delivers a flying forearm to the face of Brandon Collins. And now Chris with the springboard crossbody. The athleticism of Chris Nitro coming out in the early goings of this match. But only a 1 count. And now Brandon with an Irish whip on the Chris. And now delivering the hip toss. Bout. Aaron had one hell of an impressive performance last week. And I expect the same here tonight, but he just got suplexed by Chris Nitro. Now Chris Nitro hooking up Aaron Matthews for a second suplex. Now Chris with a kick to the back. Chris Nitro on control of this tag team match. Repeated shots to the face of Aaron. And now Aaron with a springboard Phoenix splash, my lord. But only the count of 1. Chris hasn't taken enough damage just yet, Bob boys. Now Aaron makes the tag out to the Spartan Brandon Collins. Now Brandon has a hold of Chris. Brandon Collins with the chaos theory. He should have bridged into the cover there. But Chris with a step up into Guri. Cover on the Spartan. No, only the count of 2 for the men. Oh, but now Brandon regaining offense. Delivers the back elbow. Oh my God. He may have just knocked a few teeth out into the front row. 3 dentures, folks. And now Brandon makes the tag to Aaron Matthews. How Chris is standing after that back elbow, I cannot speak. I'm surprised he didn't break a nose or something. Chris makes the tag to Lumberjack. Both these men with an Irish whip and a double shoulder tackle connects onto Aaron Matthews. Now Lumberjack with a double axe handle to the back. Aaron though makes it back to his feet. Uh-oh. Aaron lining it up. Curb stomp. Pin this man. What are you doing? Aaron making the tag to Brandon Collins. And Brandon fired up. Oh, but Lumberjack repeated strikes. And now he's got Brandon up on his shoulder and sending him down with a neck breaker. And now Lumberjack makes the tag out to the double champion Chris Nitro. And now Chris got caught. Brandon sending him down with almost a twisting cutter. But Lumberjack is not going to break the pin up. But it doesn't matter because Chris got his hand on the rope. Chris was probably thinking, Lumberjack, what are you thinking? Break this up. Now I got to get my hand on the rope. Bitch. And now Brandon has made the tag out to Aaron Matthews. Aaron and Chris now both the legal men for their teams. Oh my God, Chris with a spinning heel kick. Aaron just spring right back up like I didn't even, phase him. Chris with a power bomb. Again, Aaron springs right back up. What is this tag team match? Chris sending Aaron into the corner and now making the tag back out to Lumberjack. Lumberjack delivers a shot right to the liver of Aaron Matthews. Now Lumberjack with a swinging neck breaker. the ring, but he's focusing on the wrong guy, and now he's going to pay for that. Lumberjack just twisting away at the leg of Brandon Collins and now dropping the elbow. Chris, you might want to move. Lumberjack, I think he delivered the elbow drop to the ring mats. I don't think he hit Brandon Collins there. Official out a count of 6. Brandon sends Lumberjack back in, and Brandon back in as well. Now Brandon has a hold of Lumberjack and delivers the suplex cutter. And now the cover. No, still not enough to put Lumberjack away. But Lumberjack answering back in this tag team match. He's got the legs of Brandon Collins and applying the Billy Goat's Curse submission hold. Oh, but Brandon breaking the hold quickly. And now Brandon connecting the Exploder suplex onto Lumberjack. And Lumberjack tags out to Chris Nitro. And now Chris with a Hurricane Rana. And now delivering repeated shots to the face of the Spartan. But now Brandon answering back and delivers a Hurricane Rana of his own. Now Brandon is picking Chris Nitro up. Now he's got him where he wants him. Setting him into the corner. Brandon tagging out to Aaron Matthews. And now both these men with a double Northern Lights suplex connecting onto Chris Nitro. Now Aaron Matthews with the Irish whip. Oh, they just collide into each other. Oh, Aaron just caught a spinning heel kick. Chris Nitro with a snapmare. And now a drop kick to the face. And now Chris with a body splash connecting onto Aaron Matthews. But only the count of 1. Chris with a springboard crossbody. And now Chris in firm control of this match. Oh, but Aaron fighting back with sharp elbows to the midsection. And now Aaron but AM fighting back. Now Aaron with the Irish whip. Oh, but Lumberjack countered it and delivers the back elbow. Now Lumberjack has a hold of Aaron. Has got him in the corner. Aaron busted open, the blood running down his face. Chris with a kick to the midsection. Now Chris is the legal man for his team. He's got Aaron up into the fireman's carry and delivers the go to sleep. And the cover. Oh, but just like that, Brandon breaks up the pin before the count of 1 was even made. But again, Chris looking to finish this match. He's got Aaron up into the fireman's carry yet again. Oh, but Aaron fighting back with elbows to the face. Now Aaron sending Chris into the corner. Tagging out to Brandon Collins. And now Brandon with the shoulder tackle. Getting the assist from Aaron Matthews. Brandon with the knee to the face of Chris. No, not even the count of 1. The official took his time getting over there. Brandon can't be happy about that. Now Brandon with a knee to the bicep of Chris Nitro. Now Brandon with the Northern Lights suplex. And now rolling through it and connecting the final cut. And now Brandon makes a tag back out to Aaron Matthews. Oh, but Chris with a step up enziguri out of nowhere. And the cover. But Brandon makes the save at the count of 2. And again, Chris looking to finish this match. Fireman's carry position. Chris with the go to sleep connects for the second time in this match. But that's still not enough What is it going to take to put Vibe away in this tag team match? Chris focusing on the Spartan, but Aaron making him pay for that, delivering the knee to the face and the cover. Oh, but Lumberjack breaking things up quickly. Now Aaron ascending up to the top rope. What does he have in mind here? Calling for Chris Nitro to make it back up to his feet. Oh, but Aaron just gets down from the top rope. And now Aaron with a kick, a super kick right to the back of the head of Chris Nitro. And now targeting the leg. And now Aaron getting Chris into the corner, making the tag out to Brandon Collins. These two, Irish whip, and a double back body drop connects onto the double champ. And now Chris rolling out, trying to catch a breather. I'm not sure that'll last very long. Brandon focusing on Lumberjack. He's focusing on the wrong man. Aaron sending Chris back inside the ring. And now Brandon is going to focus on the legal. Chris had it scouted. And now Chris is just targeting the left leg of Brandon Collins. If a man he can't fight. Now Brandon has got Chris in the corner. Oh, but Chris answering back. Chris with a forearm shot to Brandon Collins. Now Chris sends Brandon down with the alley-oop powerbomb. And now Chris tagging out to Lumberjack here. And now Lumberjack has Brandon hooked and connecting the neck breaker. Now picking him up and delivering the drop kick. What a tag team match this has been. Brandon making the tag out to Aaron Matthews. Aaron slamming the left arm of Lumberjack down onto the canvas. But Lumberjack answering back. Just back and forth here. Aaron has got Lumberjack up into the fireman's carry. And now sending Lumberjack throat first off the top rope. If I were Aaron Matthews, I would tag back out to Brandon Collins. The Lumberjack. And Brandon with a knee to the face. Lumberjack rolling out. Brandon, though, focusing on the wrong competitor yet again, just spiking Chris Nitro on the apron with the DDT. And now Brandon is going to focus on Lumberjack, the right guy to focus on. Knee connects right to the arm. Now Brandon with a Northern Light suplex, flipping through and delivering the final cut. Official at a count of 5. Halfway done with his 10 count. Brandon sending Lumberjack back inside the ring. Official at a count of 7. Oh, Lumberjack with the super kick right to the face of Brandon Collins. No, Brandon was able to get that shoulder up. But Aaron was going to make the save anyway. Now Lumberjack with the double axe handle to the back. Now Lumberjack lining up Brandon Collins and delivering the curb stomp and the cover. Still not enough. What is it going to take? Lumberjack makes the tag out to Chris Nitro. And now Chris getting Brandon up. Kicks in the midsection and connecting the sit-out jawbreaker. And now Chris with the leg drop. Official at a count of 3. Now at a count of 4. Chris just in firm control of this match on the outside. Official out a count of 7. 8. Chris may win this match via count out. And he does. I mean, hey, a win is a win. But Chris Nitro and Lumberjack, the men, will advance to the Team Championship Tournament. What a win for these two. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up is the main event of RUW Decimation, as Out for Blood, Alexander Kelly and the Nemesis James Taylor will battle the team of the Assassin Mark Jones and Jackal. Alexander Kelly and Mark Jones very familiar with one another, considering Alexander helped train Mark Jones for Season 3. I mean, we're in Season 4 now, but Mark has gotten a lot of training in since Season 2. The Madhouse Jackal teaming up with the Assassin Mark Jones to take on Out for Blood, James Taylor and Alexander Kelly. Main event of Decimation coming up. And now here comes the Assassin Mark Jones. Intercontinental Championship Tournament. He made it all the way to the finals, but came up short against Chris Danger. So this man knows a thing or two about bringing the fight to his opponents. And considering what Alexander Kelly and James Taylor have turned into, he is going to do that here tonight. But he is not alone. His partner for the evening, the former RUW Hardcore Champion, the Madhouse Jackal. And now here they are, the pieces of garbage that these two men are. The 4-time RUW World Heavyweight Champion, Alexander Kelly, and the Nemesis James Taylor, the man who helped Alexander get that championship back around his waist, making their way down to the ring. These two scumbags. But I have to remain professional. Alexander Kelly starting things off with the man that he helped train, the Assassin Mark Jones. And Mark him a lesson. Side Russian leg sweep connects. And now Alexander with a kick to the back. Now Alexander dropping the elbow on the knee of the Assassin Mark Jones. But Mark with a single leg drop kick. Mark with a kick to the midsection and connecting the neck breaker. You could see some signs out in the crowd showing support for both Alexander Kelly and the Nemesis James Taylor. But my question is, why would you support these two after what they did? At viewer discretion advised. Alexander with a hot shot on the apron to the assassin Mark Jones, and now focusing on the Madhouse Jackal. Alexander with a hot shot to Jackal. Mark back inside the ring. And now Mark is going to send Alexander up against the turnbuckle. And Alexander's busted open. Mark here with a tornado into the suplex. Impressive maneuver. Oh, but just like that. Oh, I think James may have accidentally taken down the official. That's certainly not a good thing. Mark sending Alexander into the corner and now making the tag out to the Madhouse Jackal. Mark with an Irish whip. Jackal inverted atomic drop, and Mark with a big boot. Nice double team maneuver there. Jackal calling for Alexander to make it back up to his feet and delivers a tope to the outside, but he crashed and burned. Now Alexander is going to target the left arm of the Madhouse Jackal. And Alexander stepping back inside. And now showing a clear message to the audience here. Jackal, though, is focusing on the wrong competitor, the Nemesis James Taylor. Alexander fired up, focusing on Mark, and Mark making him pay for it, and that allows Jackal to pick up the advantage. And now cover on Alexander, but only the count of one for the Madhouse Jackal. I think Alexander was looking to crawl to his corner and get the tag to James Taylor, but Jackal is not going to let that happen, connecting the powerbomb. Oh, but Alexander fighting back in this tag team match, delivering heavy strikes to Jackal. And now Alexander connecting the suplex and the cover. But only the count of one for Alexander. Now Alexander Kelly is going to make the tag out to the Nemesis James Taylor. And James with a Ludez press, and now repeated shots to the face of the Madhouse Jackal. And now James torturing Jackal here. Oh God, wrenching back at the fingers, looking to break him, and now dropping the knees on the back. Firm control of the Madhouse Jackal at this point in the match. Again, wrenching back at the fingers. This is absolute torture for the Madhouse. And now James is just choking out Jackal. Get in there, ref. Come on. Don't just stand there and watch. Come on, ref. Get in there. And now Jackal answering back. Finally able to regain all this match. And now Jackal making the tag out to the assassin Mark Jones. Now Mark with a kick to the midsection of James Taylor and connecting the neck breaker. Mark fired up. James Taylor crawling over to his corner and making the tag to Alexander Kelly. Oh, but Mark with a clothesline sends Alexander tumbling to the outside. And now Mark with the Irish whip onto James Taylor sends him tumbling to the outside. But Alexander connecting the attitude problem. But that is not enough to defeat Mark Jones just yet. You can hear the crowd in attendance chanting tag team wrestling. This has been a hell of a main event so far, folks. And Alexander just raking the boot up against the face of the assassin Mark Jones. Now Alexander picking up Mark. And now he's got him in the corner. Oh, but Mark answering back and connecting an enziguri. But Alexander right back up, taking down Mark Jones and delivering repeated shots to the face. And now Mark, was looking to crawl over to his corner and get the tag, but Alexander said, I'm not going to let that happen. But Mark answering back. Now Mark with the Irish whip onto Alexander. Was looking for the V-trigger. Leapfrog. And the V-trigger finally connects this time. Knee right to the jaw of Alexander Kelly. But James Taylor making the save at the count of 1. Now Alexander in the corner. Mark was looking for one hell of a drop kick. Alexander ducked out of the way, but only the count of 2. Not enough just yet. Alexander making the tag out to the nemesis James Taylor. And now Mark, look at him, he's going crazy, feeding off the energy from the crowd in attendance, but he needs to get back inside the ring because that's where James Taylor is waiting. And James with the bionic elbow right to the forehead. He was just waiting for Mark to get back inside the ring. But just like that, James making the tag out to Alexander and Mark making the tag out to Jackal. But Alexander takes down Jackal and delivers repeated shots to the face. Man, if there's one man who knows everything, the ins and outs of this business, it is Alexander Kelly connecting the cutter on the madhouse. But Mark breaking that up before the count was even made. Ref took his time. Alexander certainly can't be happy with that. You might have a talk with the ref after this one, even if they win. Now Alexander, just rubbing it into the madhouse Jackal. I feel like Alexander can just get away with anything considering James picking up Jackal. But Jackal sweeping the legs of James Taylor. And now Jackal has Taylor hooked and connecting shock treatment. And the cover. Not enough to defeat Out for Blood just yet. And now the Madhouse Jackal has a hold of James Taylor and delivers a shot to the chest. From out of nowhere. But Alexander making the save for the nemesis James Taylor. But Jackal still in firm control of this match. But James fighting back with elbows to the midsection of the Madhouse. And now James with an Irish whip. There's the drop down and the leapfrog. And now James, was probably looking for a belly-to-belly suplex, but Jackal had it scouted. Now Jackal with an Irish whip and connecting the shoulder tackle onto the nemesis. Now Jackal, never mind. Again, James Taylor fighting back with elbows to the midsection and connecting a clothesline. Takes down the Madhouse. James feeding off the energy from this crowd, but I don't think he realized Jackal got the tag out to the assassin Mark Jones, but he realizes now Mark has James hooked. But James rolling through it. No, only the count of 2. Now James has Mark hooked and connecting the suplex. Now James Taylor making the tag back out to Alexander Kelly. But Alexander just caught a devastating knee to the face by Mark Jones, but Alexander fighting back. Cover here. No, only the count of 1. Now Alexander has got Mark in the corner. And now he's got him up on his shoulders. Alexander connecting the snake eyes. I think Alexander was looking for that crossface chicken wing, but Mark delivered that super kick. But James Taylor makes the save at the count of 1. And these two really have grown a great partnership. Alexander and James have. Alexander's up against the ropes, and Jackal delivers the stun gun on the ropes. And Alexander makes the tag out to the nemesis James Taylor. Jackal and Taylor know so much about each other. Cover. But Mark makes the save before the count of 1 was even made. And the reason I said that the nemesis James Taylor and Jackal know so much about each other is because RUW Cupid's Havoc, before Alexander Kelly and the nemesis James Taylor were partners, Alexander made a stipulation to James, and he said, this is your last shot. You have an opportunity at the Hardcore Championship. If you can become the first ever champion, your job will be saved. But if you cannot, if you lose that match, you'll be fired. And James lost that match, and that is how Jackal became the first ever Hardcore champion. But enough about that. Back to the action. Now Alexander could be looking for a suplex on the Madhouse. Oh, Jackal had it scouted and connecting the chop block. Now Jackal has a hold of the jump. Makes a tag out to Mark Jones. And now these two off the ropes. Holy hell. Shot. Sending Alexander down. Mark with the springboard Phoenix. The cover. And Mark Jones and the Madhouse Jackal will advance to the finals to crown the first ever RUW World Tag Team Champions. They will battle the men at RUW Bloodshed to crown the first set of World Tag Team Champions. Holy hell, what a match. The Madhouse Jackal and the Assassin Mark Jones overcame Out for Blood. What a tag team match that was. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll just about do it for RUW Decimation. Thank you for tuning in if you did, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Remember, at RUW Bloodshed, which is in a couple weeks, the men will battle Mark Jones and the Madhouse Jackal for the RUW World Tag Team Championships. Thank you for tuning in if you did, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.